Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. Here's my not vehicle of choice today, but the Raptor is away getting fixed from that little fender bender where I'm about to head down to the track via our t-shirt place. We're going to get his shirt done up. It's hard to explain, but it's going to be with some pink. So you guys will see it in the future, and we're working on some new designs as well. So if you haven't already, check out these new hats, navy and sort of light blue. These are sick. Like I said, a better fitting hat than we've had in the past. Yeah, alright, let's get on with the vlog. It's beginner's night, let's head down there. Good old 86 made the trip perfectly. Guys, look at this. Look how good Chi-Chi's car looks. I'm so damn stoked on, like, the fact that we painted this just under the canteen, like, makes me pretty stoked. Like, obviously this is all stuff we painted, the door, the side skirts and all that, but then you go to the roof and there's no real difference. I think if we were to give that a bit of a cut and polish, man, stoked. Even the wing, like, the color's pretty damn good. Oh, that rear bar we painted as well. Like, we're kicking goals here, guys. The car is looking real good, and most of all, it's given Cheech more motivation to get this thing done, so we are pretty happy with all this. It's looking pretty much like a car. There's still a lot to do, a long way to go, but definitely when you see it like this, it's light at the end of the tunnel. Definitely can't wait to get a picture of mine and Chi-Chi's 350Zs together now that they're both red. Mine is insanely dusty. It's crazy how dusty everything gets down here at the track because of that place next door. Look at the dust. My car is completely dusty already. The new car, completely dusty already. I really need a house with like a mega garage. Sick of stuff being dusty. It's the only thing here. It's just dust and dust and dust. And to be honest with you, I don't know how they get away with it. Like people get up us for noise, but this dust wouldn't just be getting us. Like, this would be getting houses around the area and all kinds of stuff depending on which way the wind's blowing. So, anyway, I'm gonna have a little tinker around. I'm gonna put some drift, take the semis off the back of the 370Z today, and put some normal tires on because I have a feeling I've got some Ride with the Pros coming down, and I've got to organise someone to tow me around so I can get that car wheel line. I didn't realise Matsuru was so close, so I'm freaking out at the moment. 350 is pretty much done, but my plan is to paint the 86 as well. We also still have to get the AU done, and it's not far away, so honestly concerned. We'll see how we go. I'd love to get the 86 painted before Matsuri, but like, we literally are running drifting this weekend at Archerfield, which means Sundays drifting. Obviously today's Tuesday, tomorrow's a free day so I can get some prep done. Then Friday's a free day and Saturday's a free day, so it is possible. And then the following week I'd love to use that time. Me and Chi-Chi will smash out the AU, get a new box in it, and what else do I have to do? New cross member.
No, yeah, cross member.
Cross member, yeah. So I gotta get that cross member, another auto into the AU. And my other big challenge is working out how to friggin' hell to get all my cars there, because I don't have a friggin' ute. I might not have a ute again by the time Matsuri comes around, so yeah, it's one of those things. But anyway, we'll pull 370 out, get those wheels changed over just in case there's any Ride with the Pro, and get get organised. 350Z is pretty much ready to go. I didn't film it, but I took it for a rip last night and the rear bar pretty much fell off immediately. So I've got a few fresh little scratches on there, but the main reason it fell off is because it wasn't secure enough. But I do have the rear bash bar on the car, so I've added another piece of metal to the bash bar, and then I've run some screws through here, and now she is not going anywhere probably ever, this rear bar. It's on there extremely tightly now, so shouldn't have any issues from that point of view. Still waiting on my wing stays for the 350Z boot, but otherwise the thing just needs an alignment before Matsuri and she's ready to go. On the other hand, 8.6 is mechanically ready to go. Wheel alignment, everything's good in that car. Just needs, I might just do a preventative just cause oil change and hopefully paint it. So get some prep done today, see how we go. There's only so preppy I can get with it because this is actually my daily at the moment while the Raptor's away getting fixed. So I sort of got to time things really well to not have the car off the road, if that makes any sense, and it's going to be super hard to do. We're going to give it a go anyway. So little Sandy boy, some masking stuff. Like I said, I can't go and take the car apart because I need it together because I need to drive it home today. Yeah, not ideal, but should be. Alright guys, we're starting to get stuff done. Stuff's escalating a little bit already. Like I said, I did plan to not have it off the road, but the more I've thought about it, I really need to just attack this. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to put the call out to see if I can get any other people to come help. I do have my old fiberglass front quarter panels off this, which I'll show you guys in a sec. But the boot wing on my car needs a lot of work. I'll show you guys. So if we go out here, when the camera comes good, you'll see it's got a lot of like, more so, it's got like cracking in the epoxy or the paint or whatever. I'm not skilled enough to get rid of that, but I have a friend that is, and he's also going to have, the guy, if you guys remember, the bloke that did the work on my rear quarters and got them looking good, he's going to have a red hot dip at doing my front quarters, and also he's going to have a look at doing the boot as well. So I've just decided we're going to rip that stuff off, get it to his house ASAP, and then just go mad sanding this down. And with any luck, depending on how he goes, whether we end up putting these fiberglass guards on for Matsuri or whatever, either way, my aim is now to paint the car Saturday, pending weather and other variables. But if I can get this thing essentially one color on Saturday, that would be super rad. I'll try and get these front quarters. So I've got my new they're my spare 350Z rear quarter panels, but oh, Jesus, they're right at the bottom. I don't know why I didn't paint these red when I painted everything else. I have these fiberglass Origin A86 front quarter panels, which aren't in too bad a condition. They're a little bit shitty there. A few little bits and pieces aren't perfect, but regardless, they're a set of quarter panels that I can fit to my car and will be more than good for Matsuri if I can't get my steel ones done in time. But my ultimate goal, of course, is to run steel front guards, so these might be a half-time sort of thing if I can get my man to sort out the boot, you know, by the end of the week. That way on Saturday we can at least paint the boot, or if you're from the States, the trunk. I'll prep these front quarters because they're not going to be the forever quarters, but they'll be good quarters for now. We'll get them chucked on if the steel front quarters aren't, because the steel front quarters, to be fair, are going to need quite a bit of work. I want to close over that hole. They do have quite a bit of rust and quite a few, like there's a dent there. There's plenty of rough bits on those front quarters, so they will need time. So I think that's a game plan. I'd obviously pull the tail lights out, my number plate lights all off the back of the car so we can get that all sanded properly. Mask the remainder of the window frames up and just sand. It's going to be a fun few days. So I basically got today to prep, maybe tonight, see what wifey says if I can stay out late and do some more prep. Thursday day before drifting starts, Friday day, and then obviously we'll try and paint on Saturday depending weather. So it's a good plan. We'll keep going ahead with it, and yeah, fingers crossed. Matsuri in like 8 days. 9 days? 9 days. 9 days. So got some work to do. Still got to wheel line that. That's why I'm hoping to get this thing kind of painted this week, because if we get this painted by this weekend, reassemble it Monday, 350 needs to go off for a wheel alignment, 370 needs to go off for a wheel alignment, and we still need to fix the AU. It needs a new gearbox and a new cross member still. And I've still got to get all my tyres fitted. I had a bunch stripped, so I've got a bunch of rims here ready to go. 4 tyres. I've got these already fitted, those already fitted, a pair there. These are all the ones for my 8.6 wheels and tyres are all ready to go. I've got a bunch of wheels and tyres on the back of the AU, which I need to get tyres fitted to. So it is going to be busy. We are leading up to a crunch. Things are looking good as far as getting my cars to track. I've had plenty of mates chuck their hands up and willing to help us out with tows and whatnot. So I don't think we'll have an issue getting the cars there necessarily. But I'm actually stressing a little bit from a point of view of like this Matsuri, this time of year, is known for raining, and this Matsuri is usually a wet one. So I'm not even 100%, you know, like the forecast is shitty. That's probably not coming. Oh, and the other thing I have to do, if I know the weather's going to be shitty, I need to get the aircon regassed on the 370Z, because if the weather's shitty, I want aircon. Because Queensland life is similar to Florida, hot, muggy, and when it's wet, it's even more muggy. So AC, stereo, wet weather, and being Queensland Raceway, when it's wet, people end up in sand traps. Recoveries take a long time. So if I'm going to be stuck on a start line, I want tunes and aircon. So we'll see what happens. Again, all of this work, and I tell you what, if it turns out it's going to rain all weekend, this has throttles hanging out the bonnet, isn't ideal for rain. That doesn't have a roof, not ideal for rain. So in theory, it's good motivation to get the cars finished anyway, but I might have gone to all this work painting these for Matsuri. It's really just an excuse to make them look good again. And I just end up taking the 2 boring white cars, the AU and the 370 thing. So we'll see. Either way, we'll get it done, get stuff done. Got Ben here, just into some emotional support. But yeah, we're gonna get cracking, and I'm gonna stop talking shit. Ben's a machine laying on the ground. No, let him go. But yeah, tail lights and everything out now. We're getting there, getting there. We've got some extra help on the way as well. I'm getting more confident now. God, I love this car, eh? This thing is gonna look so good, the same color as the Raptor. And the best thing is we'll have this painted and finished around the same time I get the Raptor back from being fixed with insurance. So usually when the paint shop that are fixing the Raptor will probably, obviously it'll be perfectly straight again from that little hit the Raptor got in the rear. But more than anything, it'll be super clean. Hopefully this will be clean and I get a nice shoot before Matsuri with their 2 cars as well, which will be so sick. That's like, I've been waiting for that. So guys, we've pretty much done all the sanding we can do. Brad's taken the front guards and boot off to work on them at his house. Haven't really updated because we sort of wanted to smash this out. A few of the boys turned up. Ben's been absolutely killing it. We've just been absolutely smashing into it, getting everything as good as we can. I got a friend coming to drop the guns off tonight, the paint guns, and we're going to primer this thing tomorrow before the track starts. Let that primer settle overnight, and Friday during the day we'll give this thing like basically a wet sand or a, what do you call it, a rough it up, Scotch Brite it, get it nice and smooth, and then Friday afternoon we plan to paint it. It was going to be Saturday, now we're looking at Friday afternoon. So if everything goes to plan, it's going to be really good. I still got a few things I'm going to pick up, like more stuff to do proper masking, because I really don't like it when paint gets on the rubbers, so I want to make sure that's all 100%. Another thing I don't think I showed, I ended up taking this thing for a test, and I had the rear bar fall off. I fixed it now, so I can't remember if I spoke about that or not. But right, giving a quick tub end of the day to see where we're at. So that's been sanded down with 400. The rest of the car's been 180 grit. We're gonna, yeah, like I said, we're gonna wax and grease remover it, then primer it, and then scotchy it down. And yeah, anyway, we'll do that in tomorrow's vlog. We'll catch up with you guys then.